Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devops school.
What we are seeing is they are starting Apache HTTP foreground. They are starting Apache here, and because this is a daemon, you no need to define here interactive terminal. Okay, you no need to define interactive terminal or assume that we are not defining anything here, and I'm starting a container out of it. Let's do the port mapping because port 80 is part of your container and that is accessible internally only. If you want to make it accessible, this container outside of this machine, you'll have to do the port mapping. I'm just doing port 8080, host port 8080 should be mapped to my containers port number 80. Now I'm starting here Apache HTTPD latest. Okay, press enter key over here. Your container will be started at the time in foreground. Here we can see that your terminal will be blocked. Okay, your process is started, your container is running fine. You can just go on another terminal. You can simply go here and you can do that docker ps command. It will be telling you here. Correct? Your container started. You can go on your web browser. Just let me know that my public IP. This is my public IP. Public IP and colon port number 8080. You can see that it is telling it works. Your container is started. Even access log should be on my terminal now. Yes, it's telling me access log as well. Now I want to start this Apache in background in detachable mode. Let me press Control C to cancel this process. Because of Control C, system shut down. Your container will be down actually. We can see that Docker ps-a container is down. Right? Only one container is running that the CentOS previously we started. Let me start this container in detachable mode. So here, no need to write I, okay, ITD. So only write D, detachable mode, and that is it. That is enough for it. And because we know that one container is already available on my system, that is a stop. So we need to change this container name, duplicate name we cannot use on container. And once you are allocating a port with the container, whether it is in stop state, you should not assign or you cannot assign, the similar port, same port to another container 8081 and this one, my HTTP latest. We can see this time my container is running here. Apache container is started, right guys? Apache is running over here. It is accessible on any of the IP address with host port 8081 to container port 80. It is mapped over here.
So I
Right?
have one question here. So what is this port assignment here? So already port 80 is there open by default. And
Huh.
why we are assigning 8081 port there?
Okay,
So what
good
is that?
question. Good question. So the thing is that, as I told you, whenever we are starting a container, so it is scope is like in this machine only, whether it is having its default port enabled, port number 80, or any MySQL port it is having. That port can be accessed in the same machine only. Similar, like in the same machine, another container can communicate with it. And again, the condition is that both containers should be available on same network. Then only they can communicate, right? So even the port is enabled over here. You cannot access this machine, this container outside of this machine. To make it accessible, this container outside of this EC2 instance, you'll have to do the port mapping, right?
Okay.
That is
Got
the
it.
reason. Yeah. So now we can access it on browser as well. We tried it. No, we didn't try it. Let's see. 8081. We can go here. It is telling me it works. This is the default index file available inside the container actually. Correct. So this is getting executed here. If you want to log in inside the container, how you can log in inside this Apache container? Same command you need to use here. Docker exec interactive terminal and the container ID or the container name and then bash here. You can log in inside the container. You can run here command call, which is the command to how you'll be listing all the process running inside this container, guys. Any clue on that?
Yes, -EFS.
Yes, ELF is also fine. You can see that. Okay, sorry, we don't have ps command installed in it. See that we cannot execute ps command over here. It will not allow you. You need to install it. What was the package? proccp, I guess. You need to install that proccp. Top will not be there. It is having very less resources. We can go out of this, and we can run docker top command, docker top, and the container name web01. We can see that what all processes running inside the container. Let me make it small, this fonts, and then we can see that these Apache processes are running inside the container. Okay, you can list these processes on your host machine as well. See, I'm using here docker top, docker command to list the processes. But
hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Generally, ps command will help you to find out this Apache processes here, right? Let me execute ps command over here. ps-elf and the pipe grep httpd. You can see that all those processes are getting listed on my host machine, right? Can you see this, guys? 5032. These IDs are even same. You can have multiple Apache container running on your system. Let me start another Apache here. Docker run 8082, and I'm just changing this web02, another name of the container. You can see that docker ps command. Yes, if you are running again docker ps, you can see all those processes are running on your machine only, because this is operating system level virtualization, guys. If it is operating system level virtualization, whatever process running inside the container, all those processes will be accessible on your host machine, right? How we will be getting to know which process belongs to which container? It's quite simple only, right? This is a root process that is started by another container, and this is the root process started by another container. But we are having one more feature, one more command available in our host machine that will be helping you to what all processes started by your container. What was that command? Let me recall. What was that? Systemd system cgls. Systemd cgls. I don't know why this command is on systemctl. No, systemd cgls. CGLS. Some command is there. Okay, I don't know. Let me Google it. I forgot actually the command.
Shouldn't it be CTL?
Sorry?
CTL.
System CTL. No, it is not like, right? System CTL. That is different command. Let me search it. System CGLS. Systemd CGLS. Systemd CGLS. CGLS. I don't know why the systemd CG C group LS actually. Basically, it is C group LFS. CG C group list.
And there's a hyphen in between, hyphen CGLS.
Yes. Yes. This is the command. Go down. You'll be seeing that your container process somewhere. You can see that. Yes. Can you see that? These are the process started by your container d.service, and we can list, we can see that those containers main process. See here that we seen that parent process was of this Apache 5211. This is your container shim process. We can see that, and it's sub process here. And again, you started another container which is having ID 5533, and this is the container process, and these are the child process running inside it. We can see that. And even Docker services, even we can see that Docker services, how they are doing port mapping, Docker-proxy, and all the IP address, it is doing port mapping of 8081 to this container IP port number 80. This is some description about your processes, right? What will happen if you will be killing this process? What will happen if you kill this process? Yes, guys, any clue on that? If I'm killing this process, kill -9 forcefully, so what will happen to my container? Do you think my container will be running, or it went down at the time?
It's gonna go down.
Yes, this should go down immediately, because that process was the default process of your container, right? We can see that one Apache went down. Previously it was there, now it is stopped. So we killed the main process of our container, that is making up and running our container. So guys, whenever we are building or whenever we are containerizing any image, so at that time we need to make sure that entry point or cmd command should be a daemon command. Daemon command is nothing but a long running process that serves the request, right? So always we need to take care of such things. So yep, guys, this was all about processes. And if you want to read the log of your container, default command is in docker logs, and the container id, you can use it over here. This will be telling you logs. Docker log command will be telling you the log, docker log, and the container name or id, anything you can use at the time, right? So now what we will be discussing here, guys, let's say this container is running docker ps. This container is running fine, and I want to convert this container to image. Basically, how we created container, right? We created container out of this docker image called Apache, right? Our Apache is running. Now what I want to do, I want to convert this image, convert this container to image. How I can do that? So guys, to do that, I'm having some commands. So let's make it some interesting thing, because it's like simply it is telling you it works, right? By default, image is also telling the same thing. I will be just taking one HTML template from internet. I'll be keeping that HTML template inside my container, and then I will be converting that container to image. So the HTML template, we can go here, freecss.com. These are very lightweight website template these guys are providing free of cost. So what we can do here is we will be just using this one, this template. So I will be downloading this template directly inside container. So I'll have to copy link address. Okay, I'll go here and let's log in inside the running container, docker exec interactive terminal, and the name of my container was web01 and the bash. Here I am. So default location of your Apache is htdocs here. This one, pwd, we can see that user local Apache to htdocs. I will be downloading that HTML template here. wget is a command that will be helping you to download local remote files on your local system, right? Enter. Okay, I don't have wget command, and I hope this is a zip, so I will not be having unzip command here as well. On unzip. Okay, I'll be installing both of them here. First of all, we need to update the cache. Apt update, scanning operator, apt install. What to install? Wget needs to be installed over here, and after that, unzip command needs to be installed, and I'm confirming it here itself. Just install both the thing on my system. Inside my container, we are installing it, right? Or else what we can do is okay, we can do this way as well, and I will be doing the same thing on base OS container as well, where we'll be installing Apache up also. Here Apache is already installed. Whenever we are going with ready-made solutions, directly for this will be this one, user local Apache to htdocs, and we can install Apache on our.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Base or core OS as well. Okay, let me do that one. Okay, that will be more we'll be performing more tasks over there. So I will be installing, first of all, not installing by the way, create a container of Ubuntu image where we'll not be having Apache. We will be installing our own Apache in it. Okay, run hyphen detachable mode. Okay, install it with interactive terminal. You know that Ubuntu image will be having again bash inside it, similar to your CentOS here, right? So itd hyphen hyphen name of my container. I'm just running app01 and do the port mapping 8085 to container port 80, right? And then Ubuntu latest one. It will be pulling latest Ubuntu image, and then it will be creating container out of it. Let it do that. Okay, here it is. We can see that our container is running or not. Yes, Ubuntu container is running here with name app01. If you be trying to access, this 8085, you will not be seeing anything. Just go there. 8085. You will not be seeing anything. It will load and it can't be reached, right? Because there is nothing installed inside this container. Go there, Docker exact interactive terminal, and then app01, and then here I'll be writing bash, and now apt update. We will be installing Apache. Okay, chaining operator, apt install Apache 2. So the thing is that httpd is called package of service name in Red Hat and CentOS and Fedora. Here in Debian based operating system, Apache web server is called Apache 2 here. So let's confirm it here itself. Apache 2-y. We're installing Apache on this container. Wait for some time.
So I have one question here. So who is responsible to create the container images? The dev team or the DevOps team?
It depends on your company. Sometimes developers are creating Docker images. They are containerizing the application. If I'm talking about myself, in my team, developer team is different, and they are calling me, or they're dropping me mails saying that containerize this application and deploy it to clusters. It depends actually what type of company is, like what type of this project is, right?
Okay.
India, Kolkata, 44. TZ data, time zone data. It is done now. My Apache is installed over here, guys. And here I will be having ps command, ps hyphen elf, not alf, that is elf. So we can see that here, there is no Apache is running, but my Apache is finally installed here. I need to start Apache. How I can start Apache? I can use service command here, service Apache to start. Apache to start. My Apache is started. You're running ps-elf, it will be telling your Apache is started here. Now, if you will be going to the web browser and refresh this page, you can see that this is the default page of your Apache 2. Right? This is the default page of your Apache. So what I'll do is I will be downloading that HTML template here. So where I'll have to keep my website in this Apache, where www.html. I'll be keeping it here. We can do ls. Only index.html is here. That is getting displayed on our web browser. Now here, what I will be doing, apt install wget. No, wget will not be here. Similar way, unzip as well. I need to install these things here. -y. Done. wget, oh, the template. Where is the template? This is the template. Right click on it, copy link address, paste it over here, and here we go. Zip file is downloaded here, and let's unzip this one. Unzip elegant.zip. It's done now. ls cd to elegant. No, my website is located, a template is here, so I need to move all the content to home directory, that is where.html. Everything is moved over there. Go back, do the ls. Yes, all files are here. If you'll be going back to the browser, and you can see that your website is working fine. It is opening. Yes, see that this is simple HTML template, very, very simple HTML template. Now I will be containerizing this, I will be converting this running container to image. Getting it? How we can do that? To do that, yes, on the terminal, let's go out of this container. Docker ps, this container is running here. Now I'll be converting it to image. Now to do that, docker commit, okay, name of your container, and after that here you have to define name of this newly created image, right? I can write here my apps image. I'm just naming, okay, app 01 version number 1, like that. Okay, app 01 version number, I'm just naming it my image. So it will be converting. Let it convert. Yes, finally, if you'll be running command here called docker images, you can see that your image.
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Is ready over here. Getting it? Your image is ready. Okay, you can create container out of this image now. How we can create container out of this image? Simple command, right? Docker, who will help me to start a container, guys? Yes? Nobody wants to help me to start a container? ITT, name of, okay, my container, test app 1, okay, test app 1 -1, and the port mapping, I will be doing port mapping 80862 container port 80, and now image, that is app 01, okay, app 01 colon version 1. Yes, yes guys, see that my container is started. What do you think? Apache is started inside this container or not? Yes guys, what do you think?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay, why no?
Actually, you started the service for like enabling on the startup. You need to do with the systemctl, I think.
Okay, so the thing is that first of all, Apache will not be started here. Why Apache will not be started? You know that it's this default command, because I converted this running container to image. Getting it? That is the reason Apache will not be started. The default command for this container was bash. Currently we can see that bash is running. Did you remember that previously I was containerizing, or I was downloading that HTML template inside this container? This container is already having its default command as Apache. It is a ready-made solution. If you want, or if you will convert this container to image, then whenever you will be starting another container of that newly created image, so because that already having that container image is already having its default command as Apache foreground, HTTP foreground, so Apache will be started automatically. Here it will not be started automatically. It will not be starting Apache in this container automatically. Let's log in inside this and let's see. Docker exec interactive terminal container ID, and then, oh, what is that? Bash, not bash, that is the bash. We can go inside the bash terminal. We are here and we can run here ps-elf command. We can see that no Apache is running. You have to start Apache manually actually here. How will be starting Apache? Service Apache to start. Now my Apache is started here. If you're running ps-elf, you can see that Apache is started, and this will be accessible on your port number 8086 here that we mapped. Same thing, it is right, it is working fine, it is accessible. Refresh it. See, this is how thing works, guys. Now, even I want to start Apache during the container runtime. You know, I can do that as well. Why I can do that? This is the CMD instruction that is mentioned inside your Docker file. Very important thing that I'm going to say, guys, wherever or whenever you are creating a Docker file with a CMD instruction can be overwritten. Entry point cannot be overwritten. Okay, here we are seeing that CMD instruction is written, and not only this, and that is, you know, our Ubuntu one, right? Let me open Docker file of Ubuntu. Why is here now? Anyway, you can see CMD instruction. This CMD can be overwritten. I'll override it. Okay, how I can override it? Docker run detachable mode, and I'm just naming it like, you know, test ab -2, and in the port number 8087, the image name, and here I will be writing Apache 2CTL. So this is the Apache binary system, Apache control binary -d foreground. Now see that my container is started. Docker ps, that instruction has been overwritten with this command, and when you will go to the terminal to access your application, what you'll be seeing there, let me open it in from another tab, 8087, you can see that it is loading your website. So this is how, guys, we can pass the command from that place during the Docker run to start any of the process inside the container. Right, this is just for practice, okay, just for testing. This is not a way to containerize application. If you guys are having a small application you want to test by your own without creating Docker file, just install this and that, and then, you know, extract the content. You can follow this way for testing purposes. The best or the suggested way is writing the Docker file. Same example we will be implementing by writing Docker file as well, right, guys? Now, one more thing. Simple thing, you know, this time is telling one very simple thing. Container is running, right? And I'm having one file here. Let me create one file called one.txt. Output redirectors, and hello, I am text file one.txt, something, you know, some random thing I'm writing in that file. This file is available on my host machine. I want to take this file inside this container. How I can take that? So docker cp docker copy one.txt, in which container you want to take, container ID or name, anything you may use, colon, in which path you want to copy. I'm just taking this one.txt to container's temp directory. It has been copied. Let's verify there. Docker exec interactive terminal. What is the name of that container or ID? This is the one. Bash over here, just go to the temp directory and just list it. Do we have that one.txt inside the container? Yes, we do have here. We can add its content. Yes, it is here. Similarly, you can create some file over here called new.txt inside the container. Let's write something. Hello, I am from container. Anything we can write, right? Control D to save this file. We can see that this file is saved here, new.txt. Let's go out of this container. What I just want to do is I want to copy this file from my container to host machine. Let's go out of this container. You can see that we don't have that one.txt on my host machine. So simply run docker cp command and the container ID. What is that container ID? This is the container ID and the path tmp, which file you want to copy, new.txt. This is a file that I want to copy. Where you want to copy? In my host machine's present working directory. So write dot over here and enter. We can see that that file is copied to your host machine. You can run here new.txt file here. Hello, I'm from container. This is how, guys, we can copy or directory vice versa. Instead of writing file name, write the directory name. It will be copied from here to there. Getting it, guys? This is how we can play with this.
So one question here. So how container to container communication happens?
We are going slowly there only. We are going there.
Okay.
First of all, image part will be completed. Then we will be doing networking thing, right?
Okay.
Now, what I just want to do is these are the Docker file, right? Docker ps command, not Docker images, guys. Here we can see that I containerized one small application. I converted to image. Now what I just want to do is I want to store it on my centralized repository. Basically, we are going to see hub.docker.com. So guys, this is free. Hub.docker.com is free. They are not charging anything for public images. If you want to store for private images, then they are charging some money. So we can go with free option. Hub.docker.com. Open it. You can sign up here. Simply you need to enter your mail ID, username, password. It will done immediately. Just to verify your account, you need to click on the mail. They will send you one link. I'm already having one account here, 9666145. This is one of my account, and the password also is required, right? I entered my password here. I'm having so many images in my hub.docker.com. You can see that there are lots of images. What I want to do is I want to upload, or I want to host this image to my repository. How I can take it there. So how we logged in on the web browser, similarly here on the terminal, guys, you'll have to log in by running simple command called docker login. Will ask you username. My username is nothing but 9666145 and enter. It will be asking your password. Let me enter my password over here.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.